Hey guys, haven't done a video in a while. Just picked up this truck here. I've got this from a guy. He had it on sale on Craigslist for 50, I think it was 6,500 bucks actually. And anyway, it was leaking some oil. It had fuel issues. One of the injectors was stuck open. It ended up being an electrical issue. The wires were melted against the exhaust manifold and kept the injectors wide open, so I was able to figure that out. Anyway, long story short, I picked this up for 1,300 bucks, and it's a fun little truck. It's a 1993 Ram W250, so the W indicates that it's four-wheel drive. Everything works on it. Everything works except for the four-wheel drive indicator, and I think that's by the transmission. I haven't even dug into that yet, but I did make sure that the light bulb's good on it. So everything works. It has 170,000 miles, and you're probably wondering why the hell I would buy this big old turd. Well, for one thing, it was 1,300 bucks, but I also bought this. I'll show you that in another video, but it's a side-by-side. So recently, my wife and I decided to purchase some lake property, and it's on Lake Buchanan. For those of you that are familiar with the Austin, Texas area, it's just north of Lake Travis. It's the larger of the highland lakes in the area. But we purchased some lake property up there, and it's on an incline, so I wanted to get some toys for out there. So we ended up being kind of busy with that, actually, in case you're wondering why I haven't posted a video. Built a boat dock out there. I'll do some videos out there eventually. We purchased the pontoon boat to keep out there, and then I got this side-by-side basically as a people mover to shuttle people up and down the hill. But I figured I also would like to have a little work truck, so when we go out there, if I need to go to the gas station or whatever, don't want to take the side-by-side, which I did get registered as street legal, but I can take this truck. So the side-by-side only goes around 45 miles an hour. But if we go out there in the RV to the lake property, right now it's just land, I can keep this truck out there and it'll get me from A to B. So thought you might find it kind of interesting, but the tires were practically brand new condition. They are about 3 years old, which is nothing. I think they're like 2019. So typically 5 to 7 years when you start seeing the cracking and they start making recommendations on getting new tires. But I'm not going to do that no matter what, as long as the tires are in good shape anyway, especially for something like this. And a Viper would be the Dodge Viper would be a completely different story because you have your traction issues. But these are fine. So the tires and wheels alone, are well above the 1,300 bucks that I paid for it, and I probably put in about maybe 100 bucks worth of parts, banged out some of the dents. I'll put a before picture in here, maybe as the thumbnail. I'll put a before picture of what this looked like, but it looks much better now. So I'm really happy with it. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe I'll keep it, maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. Not hurting anybody, but it does fire right up. And I put, part of that money was to put an exhaust on here. When they were having the fuel issue, the catalytic converter got roasted on it, so they ended up cutting the catalytic converter off, and it was open exhaust, so I just spent 30 bucks on Amazon. Maybe eventually I'll finish it off so it actually has a tailpipe, but for now it just quiets it down so the neighbors don't hit me too much. And nice and quiet. Like a sewing machine. I took a tip off of Vice Grip Garage and used some SOS pads and scrubbed this out so it gives it a nice look. I actually like it. And I did just get the Ram emblem. They actually stopped the Ram emblem back in 1990 is when they stopped, or 1990 or 1989 they stopped putting the Ram emblems up here. So you notice on those that the grill is slightly different. They don't have the Dodge emblem here. It's actually an emblem here, and then they have the cool little emblem on the top. So anyway, I'm gonna put that on here because I think it's super cool, and this truck doesn't look right without it, in my opinion. Other than that, these trucks are pretty much identical between 99 and 89 and 93, same motor. It's a 318. Wish it was the 5.9 Cummins, but you know, can't have it all. But this will do. All right, guys, thanks for watching.